Happy Halloween, everybody. Hopefully you can see me here on Zoom. I'm just in one moment. We will be live on Facebook as well. Let's see if I see me. Now, this is a home-based business, and there is a chance that people are going to, let's see. Why is it join start video? Okay, here we go. Okay, happy Halloween, everybody. And I have to tell you, being that it's a home-based business and today is Halloween, there is a chance that somebody might ring our doorbell. And so we have our dogs out back and so forth. But I just want to make sure I've got us here. Okay. Fantastic. Happy Halloween. I hope everybody's out doing fun things, you know, or already has if you're over on the East Coast, or if you celebrate Halloween anyways. Here in the States, we do Halloween today, and so there's lots of kids out trick-or-treating, getting all kinds of treats. And I have a treat for everybody who's not out trick-or-treating tonight, and I'm going to share an opportunity with everyone that could be very life-changing in very short order. I'm going to turn my iBuumerang hat around backwards. It's casual Halloween day today. I don't know if you guys got the memo, but this is my blood red iBuumerang hat. That's my costume, and my boom shirt. So that's what I'm going. I guess I'm going as a Boomerang travel savings ambassador. So yes, my name's Tommy Johnson. I live in Surprise, Arizona. With my beautiful wife, Lindsay, and our two children, our son, who's named Jerry, he's 18, and a freshman in college, a basketball player for a college here in state, and our incredible daughter, Sierra, who's very talented singer and actress, and she's a freshman in high school. So we've got our hands full. We've been very blessed to have, an amazing family. And we've also been very blessed to be able to spend a lot of time with them and watch them do the things that they enjoy doing the most because of this particular business model that I'm going to discuss tonight. Now, we were introduced to it 17 years ago by my mom, who was the first person to introduce network marketing to us the right way. We got on the phone with the gentleman who brought her into it, and he basically taught us, why this industry, how to do it, why, and what it could mean to my family and I. And that's what I'm here to do tonight, to share with you, just to pique your interest and share some thoughts and some things to consider in regards to a new opportunity, a new company that, and a new concept, a new idea, something that's never been done before. And I know we've heard that type of thing many times, but I'm going to tell you, like I told my friend Mike Healy, when he first said, I heard that before, when I was saying this is different, he said, I heard that before. And I said, Mike, this is not the one to be burnout or to think that they're all the same. Don't lump them to get together because, this is special, and it's something that could dramatically change the direction of somebody's life and in short order. Maybe the greatest thing that I've learned over the 17 years I've been involved with this industry is that there's dramatic differences in the doability and the sustainability of the different opportunities. And we were with one company for about 15 years. And in that time, we earned millions of dollars, but at the end, it wasn't fun anymore. The company just wasn't going the direction that we were hoping it would go. And we decided to move on and resign, and kind of have been watching for the most part in this industry since. And quite frankly, we've learned what to look for and how to ask the tough questions as it relates to analyzing these companies. And if this company didn't come around, we wouldn't be building this in this industry right now, because it just became redundant, and it was almost like kind of Groundhog's Day. All of the companies, as Holton would say, were like taking the Atari and just packaging it in a different package, in a PlayStation 3 package, making little changes, but it was really the same thing. And I'm going to share my screen here and go through some slides to really, because I know some people are visual, and I really want you to see what we have a hold of. But before I do, I just want to tell you about the guy who started this company. His name is Holton Bugs. You can do your diligence, look it up online. Holton Buggs, Buggs, Holton Buggs Jr. He is an absolute, industry icon. He is the Bill Gates or Michael Jordan of this industry. And he's done things that nobody else has done in terms of how many people he has helped. So that and in return, he has earned more money in the shortest time frame than anybody else in the history of this business model. And some people might say, well, good for him. What does that mean for me? Well, it means that he has learned how to create an environment that enabled people to succeed, because he doesn't make a dime, or we don't make a dime, or your sponsor doesn't make a dime if they don't help you make a dollar. That's how this business model works. It's built on helping people. So Holton's learned how to create as a distributor, like as a independent contractor with another company years ago. He learned how to create things in an environment that enabled people to succeed without depending on human behaviors being adjusted. So you didn't have to become great at things you weren't so great at before. The industry was broken, not the people. And so, and he figured that out like nobody else, not even a close second to what he's accomplished. And when I say not even a close second, I would be shocked if there's anybody that did, 50% of what Holton did in a 10-year time frame with a company. Now, he launched his own company on September 1st of 2019. Pre-launch started March 11th of 2019. That's when my beautiful wife, Lindsay, and I came on board with this. And we've been pinching ourselves ever since. We just literally cannot believe what's happening here. And what we're hearing more than anything is that, I've never heard this before. I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen anything like it by people that have been around this business and traditional business, any type of business for a long time. And the reason is because it's never happened before. This is the first. Everybody talks about the first. They put the little sprinkle of their own story into it. It says, no, this literally is the first. And let me share my screen so everybody can see. I'm going to start by showing you the name of this company, and hopefully you can see my screen now. Let's see. I'm going to go to full screen. Okay, if you go ahead and put in the comments if you can see my screen, please let me know you can see the screen. And also be sure to share this with people. You can do a watch party, or you can just share it with your friends, or comment, put your friends, tag them in the comment thread. This is something that we're screaming from the rooftops that people want to participate in this. This is not about talking your friends in or out of anything. I learned a long time ago, if you talk people into something, you have to talk them into it every time that you see them. It doesn't work. You can't talk people into caring about things that matter. You can't talk people into caring about their health, their financial situations. People do exactly what they want to do. And you want to be sure to share this with people, because virtually everybody wants to do this once they see it. What we're encouraging, is that you make an educated decision based on facts, not an assumption like I almost did, just kind of lumped this together with other ones. Listen, Holton Buggs is different. This company's different. This opportunity is different. And your friend who shared this with you certainly cares about you enough to, want you to take a look at something different that could dramatically change, your future and give you the same type of freedom to enjoy the things that matter most to you. For us, it's been our children, and being able to be present at whatever it is that they are passionate about during their lives. For almost 18 years, we've been completely free because of this business. And now here we go again, but at a much more accelerated rate. And somebody just asked me on a phone call before I started this, what do you like best about doing this company, iBuumerang? And without hesitation, it was that it's fun again for us, because we're seeing people we're seeing people have success, even people that never had success before, that worked hard at it, poured their heart and soul into it, were passionate about it, just never could see the success that they had hoped to do. And that's because what I'm saying is that they're not created the same. There's dramatic differences. And don't get emotionally attached to what you're doing. The excitement here is in the facts. It's not, the words from the messenger. People get so emotionally attached that they don't want to be confused with facts. Their minds are made up. Well, I hope you don't fall in that category, because when you see this, you're going to want to do it, and you're going to want to share it with everybody that you can. You're going to want to boomerang. What's a boomerang? You throw it out, it comes back. Here we're throwing out goodwill. We're throwing out savings, and you'll see what I'm talking about as we move forward. But before I go any further, be sure to understand that we can't make any claims. Here's a disclaimer from the company. They cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earn any money with the program, information, tools, or strategies. This is, we don't know how coachable you are. We don't know what your personal situation is. All I can tell you is that I've never seen one of these that's even close to being as doable as this one. And the reason I haven't seen it, and I've been a student of this business for almost 18 years, is because there hasn't been one like this before. And the numbers tell the story. We're the 10th fastest growing company in the world right now, according to a company called Growjo, GROWJO.com, where you can see the top 10,000 fastest growing companies in 2019 listed based on their strategy to determine who those companies are. They have iBuumerang listed as the 10th fastest growing company in the world. And as I mentioned, it is time for this industry to evolve and to grow. It's been the same. And quite frankly, everything that you know in this industry, after you understand what iBoomerang is and what we're doing here, it will sound archaic and boring because they are in comparison. Holton Bugs is changing the game, okay? And it starts with a first-class consumer experience. We want our customers to experience a first-class experience, and that is the objective of iBoomerang, is to give every single customer a first-class experience, because let's be honest, that's what makes business, thrive. Look at Apple, look at Starbucks. Usually you're treated well when you go into these companies. Look at Zappos and, online. But, it's critical that our customers have that type of experience, because then they continue to come back. And the problem with network marketing is we failed miserably in this industry at getting and keeping customers. Isn't that the objective of business, to get and keep customers? Everyone thinks it's the goal. The goal is to be profitable. If you learn how to get and keep customers, you have a great chance at being extremely profitable. What company has figured out how to do that the best? Uber, the fastest growing company in the history of the world. Uber, they've figured out how to get and keep customers. Okay, so just keep that in mind as we move forward, because just imagine if Uber came to you 10 years ago and said, hey, give this app to everybody, give this new technology to everybody, and every time they use it, we're going to pay you for the rest of your life. And you don't have to follow up or follow through with them. Just remember that as I move forward here. Now, the perpetual residual income builder is something that every company in this industry is probably scrambling, trying to figure out how to come up with their own PRIB. What is the PRIB? The job of the PRIB, think about the words here, perpetual residual income builder. The job of that is to take this is the world's first trademarked PRIB, to take the customers that you gather and turn and give them a first-class experience, and bring to them additional services in verticals that we add to our ecosystem as we move forward, and turn your customers into an appreciating asset. Think about that. The company, iBoomerang, is taking responsibility to keep your customers for you. Okay, remember, get and keep customers. We get them. I'll teach you how in a moment. But the company's taking responsibility to keep them for us. And not only that, to turn them into an appreciating asset, to bring up the value in which they mean to you and your family. It's incredible. You don't have to do the follow-up and follow through. The company, the PRIB, does the work for you. Unbelievable concept. Sure sounds too good to be true. By the way, that's what you're going to run into the most. Oh, that sounds too good to be true. That's our biggest obstacle. I actually have a too good to be true counter, where I put a notch down for every too good to be true that I get, because I've heard it more in the last 6 months than I have in my life collectively. Okay, the old model of network marketing that I'm encouraging you not to lump this one in with, and just like remove that hat if you have a bias against this industry, you think you do. I can relate, because that's how I came into it originally, and that's where I was when iBoomerang came around. And the more I'd listen to all of the different opportunities, the less interested I would become. The harder the questions got that I asked, the less interested we were, because there was nothing that really we felt had the pieces that the average person could do it, and that you could do it, and then the company would protect it, and it wouldn't go away in the future, like has happened to so many of us. in this industry. It really, truly is safe to dream again with iBuumerang. But historically in the old model, why is it so difficult to get and keep customers? Because they pay more. They pay more than even what you pay as a distributor or an ambassador or independent business builder, because the demands of the compensation plans have driven the price of the products up so high. To meet the demands of the compensation plans to be competitive in the industry, the prices have gone up, 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 and then our customers pay even more than the distributors do. Why? Because there needs to be an incentive for the distributor to gain customers and build a customer base. Well, so they pay even more than we do for a profit margin. That's a broken model. It's not working. Go ask 1,000 people that you know if they're currently buying or purchasing products on a regular basis from a network marketing company. Probably 980 of them would say no. Go ask 1,000 Uber customers if they've used Uber and if they have it on their phone. You probably 980 would say yes. Okay, think about it. That's in a 10-year time frame versus a 60+ year industry that only would have about 20 people buying from. Okay, there's a lot of companies in this industry that are trying to copy what we're doing because we've figured out, we've cracked the code on how to get and keep customers. So this is probably the safest network marketing company in history from a compliance standpoint, probably by a landslide, because we don't have to be a great recruiter to be successful here. Historically, with the old model, which is every company prior to iBuumerang, you have to be a great recruiter. I'll be the first to admit it. The strongest recruiters win, the most determined, the one with the most grit, the one with the fire in their belly, and they just won't let up. They just recruit, even are saved oftentimes by the law of averages. But you don't have to do that anymore, because the new model says you only make money when your customer saves money. Think about that. You make money when your customer saves money. There's people that are buying products in network marketing that bought my old products that I represented, and they didn't get any results with the product, but I still made money. Talk about confidence in your product or service. We're so sure that our product works, our service is going to work for the customers, that you don't make $1 unless they save $2. And guess what? How are we going to bring this to the world? We're going to do it with, because before I show you this slide, my mentor used to say that the economic potential of our individual businesses in this business model, or any business model for that matter, was the economic potential of the product or the service that we represent. Okay, guess what? We have the largest, the biggest product market in the history of network marketing. Our product is always organic. It doesn't have to be manufactured. There's an endless supply of it. And it's something that people are very emotionally attached to. Travel, it's an $8.7 trillion a year industry. In any economy, it thrives. If people love to travel, if they don't love to travel, they travel, But one thing people are always good at is saving money. See, usually in this industry, we have to talk to people about a product that they aren't purchasing already. Or that we think they should purchase, or that might be beneficial over something else. We're competing against any other product. We're competing against things that they don't necessarily want to purchase. And we're competing in a very big way against Amazon. Whether you like it or not, Amazon's a huge problem in this industry, and it's not going anywhere. But guess what? We're not competing against Amazon. We have an $8.7 trillion industry that is thriving. And now we're the only one, they're the only one in the game doing what we're doing. And you're about to see what we're doing. Now, there's 3 ways to buy travel. The first way is to go straight to the retail, go to the Hyatt or wherever and purchase there, or to the airlines. Then the second way is what a lot of people do, to the tune of, over $100 billion a year, $100.5 billion almost, is using the public aggregator sites, because they can oftentimes save money. Okay. But here's what we didn't know until right now, is that 2 companies have monopolized, wouldn't it be a duopoly, but duopolized the entire travel industry. So guess what? When you're opening up 10, 12, 15 browsers, with booking.com, Travelocity, Orbitz, Trivago, Hotwire, hotels.com, Priceline, OpenTable, you're opening up the same company. It's the same company, just a different marketing skin, just a different website. talk about taking advantage of our most valuable resource, our time. Okay. What's our time worth to us? Frankly, this kind of ticked me off when I discovered this reality that they own them all, but they're not telling anybody. They're controlling the pricing. They have price parity and markup. Why would they mark it down when they're controlling it? So we're chasing our tail sometimes for 3 hours to save $5 or $10. It's not going to get better than that. Why do they want to do that? Because it just works, and it's working for them in a big way. Also, because the more they keep you on their sites, the more data they collect with data analytics, and then they sell your data. They sell your data. The more difficult it is, the more options you have to check, to filter, to try to find what you're looking for, the more specific the data that they gather, the more they can sell. To me, that's reason enough not to use these companies. Here's another little secret in the travel industry. The second way with this second way that you can buy travel, or travel is sold through these aggregator sites that we're all familiar with, they can advertise publicly, TV commercials, billboards, whatever. Okay. But they cannot offer the behind the curtain pricing that membership only travel sites can offer. Now, very few people, less than 1%, are familiar with the travel sites that have the behind the curtain prices that are membership only type pricing. Now, the difference is with these membership only pricing, they cannot advertise publicly. However, they can offer pricing lower than any place else. It should be illegal that Travelocity, Booking Holdings, and these companies can say that they have the lowest prices, because they don't. And most people don't know that, because these behind the curtain pricing, these marketing sites where you can go and have a membership and a login, companies charge for them anywhere from $4,000 to $35,000. There's at least 500 companies selling these. So, but it's very tough. That's why you're not familiar with these behind the curtain prices. Now, Extreme Travel is the largest travel company in their space, and that is this membership travel. It's not a new company, but we now, because Holt & Bugs purchased Extreme Travel, an 18-year-old travel company, and they're the travel provider for our iBuumerang opportunity. So we pass the savings on to you. This is an award-winning travel agency. It's not one that was just thrown together last night or last week or last month or in March when we pre-launch started, or in September when we actually launched with nearly 7,000 people in Las Vegas for the most anticipated launch in the history of this industry, or business for that matter. Our goal is to be the most well-respected company in the world by 2022. We're on pace to do it. But it starts with travel for us. We're not a travel company. You'll understand that here in a few minutes. We're travel like McDonald's is burgers. McDonald's wants people to think that that's a burger company, right? Well, that's a real estate play if you haven't read the story. But this iBuumerang is a digital real estate play, and our door opener is the largest single product category in the history of the industry, or the world for that matter, and that's travel. Something people are doing already. They're spending money on travel already. So we don't have to convince them about our new product or why they should consume it. They're already doing it. They just never had access to this type of pricing until now. So, but take a look at some of these, awards that this company has won over the last 18 years. It's not a fly-by-night travel company. Now, when you become a travel savings ambassador, that's what we call them, TSAs, or independent contractor for iBuumerang. You now have your own travel booking engine that you have access to, where you see up to more than 70%. I just saw one the other day. I was helping somebody search Anaheim going to Disneyland, and there was these places that were 79% off of retail. Now listen, these are real discounts, okay? 70+% off of travel that you're already doing, okay? You earn travel bonuses. You can refer people to travel, Extreme Travel, group travel. Maybe somebody is taking a cruise, a trip with a bunch of people, or putting on a wedding. You can just refer them to Extreme Travel and make money that way as well. Get 25% of the commission once the travel takes place that the travel agent would receive. You can become a travel agent. I don't want to be a travel agent, but there's people who do. You have that opportunity because we're expanding and growing so fast. You can do that while you build your iBuumerang business on the side. So we have a huge, huge market, and you get great prices on all your travel. Here's a couple of examples. Expedia, $339 for this trip, this 4.5-star hotel in New York City. Then that's $178 a night is what our cost is on iGo. See right below the Expedia at $339, you see 178. That's a $161 per night savings. What could you do with 161 bucks? I mean, it's either that or you just throw it out the window and pay $161 more, unless you're one of the 1% of population that has access to one of these, private booking engines where you get discounted travel. Okay. And usually you pay a ton of money for that. Not here. You'll understand more in a few slides. And you can also pay for your travel with Bitcoin here with this company. We're the first company in the world to offer that. Another first that iBoomerang's done. Okay, here's a 4-star hotel in Paris, France. On Travelocity, it's $440 per night for this hotel. 4-star. People will gladly pay that because that's the best price they could find. It's just normal. It's just what it is. Unless they have an iGo for less booking engine travel platform that we are offering, then as a TSA, they could pay $130 per night. That's $310 less per night at a 4-star hotel in Paris, France than you pay on Travelocity. That's just what it is. That's the after-tax price. It's the same room, the same hotels, the same nights. There's no blackout dates. It's the same. Okay, it's the same. It's the same everything. Here's a rental car at rentalcars.com, $392 on rentalcars.com. Same car, same interior, same everything, same color, same license plates, tag, same everything. It's just the same rental car company, but it's $171 less than it is on rentalcars.com. So that pays for your gas the entire trip, and plus who knows what else. Here's a week. We have this tab called Weeks on our platform. That's incredible. I mean, it's almost too good to be true, but it's not. Here's an example. But I've seen Weeks for like $250 for a week, in Cancun and things like this. Unbelievable prices at 4-star hotels. This particular one is a week at Los Cabos, a 4-star resort, $834 on hotels.com. On iGo for less, which is our booking engine, it's $282 less for the exact same week. So $552 total. Same room, same resort, same everything. Okay. All right. Here's some actual reservation confirmations. In network marketing, everybody's trying to get testimonials, but you have to be real careful. You can't say this, you can't say that, you can't do this or can't do that because of compliance issues. But and so here, every single time somebody books, we have a testimonial every time. Every time my wife and I have booked through our iGo for Less platform, we've saved money. So we have a testimonial every single time we utilize this for any type of travel. Not only travel, you'll understand more in a minute. But anyhow, look at this reservation in Salt Lake City, $397 on our iGo platform. That saved this person $848.45. And they earn reward credits. You earn reward credits anytime you book anything on your iGo platform, and you can use them for anything. Like you can use them for future flights. You can use them for gift cards. You can use them for excursions, all kinds of things. However, I actually just used some of my reward credits, 1,100 reward credits, which was the equivalent to $11, and to purchase $100 gift card for food at all participating restaurants in our area here. Think about that. I just bought $100 worth of food for $11 using this iGo platform. There's all kinds of stuff like that. I mean, it's unbelievable. So it's not just rental cars like I'm showing in rent and hotels, but it's all kinds of things. I just saved $90, on something I was going to spend the money on anyway. So $100 worth of food for $11, unbelievable. But I use my reward credits that from booking through my booking engine. And every time I gain reward credits, I also am saving money, just like this other reservation right here, where the person spent $287 and in the process gained 321 reward credits and saved $532 staying at the Sheraton in the Salt Lake City. Check out this one, a reservation of $945. The savings exceeded the cost of the reservation. Normally, a person would go on and book this same room at the Westin Galleria in Houston, Texas, and would pay about $1,950 for it. Okay, that would be their only option, the best other option. Since they had access to this iGo, they booked that exact same trip for less than half, for $999 savings, and earned another 1,008 credits, almost enough credits to buy an $11 gift certificate that's good for $100 worth of food. There's no catch here. There's no catch. It's not too good to be true. It's true. It's just the first of its kind. Take a look at this one. This is a bigger dollar amount because and we didn't black out. We didn't protect this person's name. This is Holton Buggs Jr., our CEO and founder and 29-year veteran of this industry and the Michael Jordan of network marketing. Hands down, every network marketer knows who he is, has tried to steal his materials to teach to their team, but we didn't understand that it wasn't something we could take because it's culture. It's a culture, and I didn't value that nearly as much as I do now working with Holton, and realized that his success did not come by accident. The guy is the best that there is, period. It's great to be working with him and learning with him and his team. So anyways, here he had to test the product before he started the company. His reservation was $1,348. He earned 1,687 reward credits, more than enough to buy $100 worth of good food. And he saved $1,589. Once again, the savings was more than the cost of the total reservation cost. Okay. That was at Los Cabos, a trip that he took. Next slide. Okay. There's many additional benefits and there's many more being added all of the time. We're so new. But anyhow, shore excursions, theme parks, outdoor activities, shopping rewards, golf, wine clubs, gift cards. You can buy gift cards at Amazon or wherever using your reward credits. Worldwide tours, restaurant savings. We talked about that. Emergency travel services, all kinds of homes, Airbnb type homes, over 300,000 and many, many more being added. Luxury homes. There's a tab called Marketplace where you can bid on homes. I mean, it's amazing. There is the timeshare owners. You can buy and sell timeshares on here. I would be more likely to sell them. Cruises. My mom saved thousands of dollars booking her cruise here. We just won a huge reward from Norwegian Cruise Lines. Extreme Travel did. This is no joke. This company has all the right pieces, and our success is happening for all of the right reasons. It's happening with or without me, with or without you. And again, I reiterate, for the right reasons. And when I see a company in this industry having success, understanding what to look for, oftentimes I find out that some of their success is because of the wrong reasons, because irresponsible things that the company's doing that they know will ultimately hurt the company and hurt people and put a bad taste in their mouth as it relates to this industry or this business model. And that hurts all of us. I have no interest in that. And that's why I wasn't doing network marketing until iBuumerang came around. And now after 7 months of looking under the hood, the more I learn, the better it gets. You can attract the highest quality people because of this, because the harder you look, the better it will get. So great prices on rental cars, by the way. There's also custom luxury homes you can stay, just unbelievable places. Oh, check a look, price guarantee. Have you ever seen a company where product, they guarantee that it works every time, 110%? Find a lower price online on any other site, and iBuumerang will refund you the money and 110% of the difference. Think about that. My mentor used to say nothing works for everybody, 100% of the time. Well, that's being challenged right now. We have a product, a service that is guaranteed to save people money. Absolute no brainer. Okay. Do you boomerang? I hope so. Happy Halloween. You're now a boomeranger. So you're welcome. Here's how it works. Okay. You remember what I talked? Remember when I said the objective of business is to get and keep customers? And Uber has figured out how to do that better than anyone. They cracked the code on how to get and keep customers. Remember the 1,000 people you talked? I bet you 980 of them have Uber. If Uber gave you an opportunity today to go out and get customers and get paid from their savings, you'd probably learn that it would be very challenging because people don't quit Uber. People don't quit products or saving money. They're already good at it. They're already taking transportation. They just didn't have access to the technology that made it more convenient and less expensive until Uber came around, right? So now they don't quit. Neither will iBuumerang customers because they're having first-class experiences because they save money every single time they utilize this technology versus going out and using the aggregator sites. And their data is not being sold off. It's not sold to anybody. It's just kept in-house to help your customers have better options and have a better value. This is private. And that's one of my favorite things. If the prices were the same, that's reason enough to use. I don't want anybody selling my data. I don't want to be added to 1,500 email lists, but I have been all the way up until now is when we're booking travel. So here's how it works. 50% of the savings that you would see as a TSA goes to your friends and family. So they still see a savings, but they see 50% of what you would see because you're paying those prices I showed you for the travel. That is wholesale pricing. You're paying the same as Expedia Group or Booking Holdings or Extreme Travel pays for the travel. The company's not making any money on your travel. It's just all going to you. The savings is huge, okay? But it all goes to you. Now we share 50% of that. Customers enjoy 50% of the available savings. 50% of the savings goes to you and the compensation plan, okay? I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. Now, let me be clear on this. This is exclusive to iBuumerang. There's a lot of travel companies out there and a lot of travel companies in this industry and a lot of them that are trying to copy what we're doing already. Hey, me too. Look, we got a travel component. No, you don't. You're just trying to hold on to your distributors and not lose them all to iBuumerang, because as soon as they look at this, they're going to realize there's no place else to be in this industry. This is by far the best opportunity that's ever been in this industry, and the numbers are validating that. And there's really everything else is archaic and boring because you throw your own little travel booking engine on top, of your opportunity does not mean that it's iBuumerang. You cannot out boomerang iBuumerang. And guess what? Holton Bugs does not come with those little travel platforms. And he's smart enough to go get exclusives on things like this cash back concept. Okay. No limit to your earnings. Here's how it works. Now look on the left, TSA member site. Let's say you were booking this trip. This is a real live snapshot of our booking engine, our I Go for Less booking engine to Playa del Carmen. See, it says at the top there, TSA member site. Right below that, it says save 70%. Well, that's the discount on this particular travel. It's a $3,400 savings versus the public price. Okay. Now, just to the right of that, you see iBuumerang customer site. If you gave a boomerang to your customer, like an Uberang, like, hey, friend, we have this new technology. It makes transportation more convenient, less expensive. It's free to get, free to keep, free to use. You only spend money when you utilize this technology versus yellow cab or taxi. And the company is going to take what your customer would have paid had they taken yellow cab or taxi, what they did pay utilizing this new technology that you gave them, and they're going to give you 50% of the difference. And they're going to take 35% of the savings and give it to the company, to the compensation plan, to the people who decided to not only gather customers, but build a business of people that also want to gather customers. They're going to make some from all their customer savings. But this is not just limited to transportation, which is a much smaller inventory than travel. Okay. This is like Uber on steroids. But see, travel is something people are passionate about. Nobody posts on their social media, man, I just got off the best Uber ride. No, nobody talks about that. They talk about creating memories in travel, which is our product, which you have an opportunity to throw a boomerang out to your customers, to your friends or family. Say, hey, here's this boomerang. What it does is it makes travel less expensive and more convenient. Now you have access to behind the curtain pricing, and you'll see up to 35% off of a savings on everything that you book. Okay. Not only, and so here you go. It's free to get, it's free to keep. There's no catch. There's never a cost to you. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Okay. So there's never a cost to your customers. The only time they spend money is when they utilize the technology for something they're already going to spend their money on, except they save money and they're guaranteed to do so. And when they do, and only when they do you make money. So take a look at the right here, okay? So you see there, 35% savings. Here's you with a real happy smile on your face and a phone to your ear. You're happy. Here's why, because you just threw that boomerang over to your customer and they saved $1,700. See, remember, you would have saved $3,400 as a TSA because you're paying wholesale pricing, but your customer, you add 50% to that. They're happy. They just saved $1,700. They're not complaining. They're stoked. And guess what? So are you, because see, that put $850 cash into your pocket, okay? This is the only company in the world that can do this. We have an exclusive with the vendors. This is just one component, okay? So $850 in your pocket. And then $595, you know what that is? That goes to the compensation plan. So if you decide you want to be a recruiter and recruit a team in addition to just give out boomerangs and gather customers, which you've never been able to in this industry before, just gather customers without being a great recruiter. Remember, we talked about that, and make a lot of money, not until boomerang. You could just give out customers. There's people who have hundreds, almost 1,000 customers already. But anyways, if you decide to build a team in addition to it, that would be $595 going through the compensation plan. And regardless, it puts $850 in your pocket just by giving that one boomerang away, and the person booking that same trip and being stoked they saved $1,700 and put $850. Nope, it's a win-win. That is a total win-win. Somebody said to me, you know what I love about this company, Tommy? I love it that nobody can suck at it. Nobody can suck at iBuumerang. It's so true. It's totally true. I mean, it's impossible to not be good at this. You're just giving things away. A dog with a note in its mouth could do that. You don't have to recruit anybody. You don't have to become a great recruiter. You don't have to become an extrovert. You don't have to become a salesperson. You don't have to become a presenter. You can just help people save money and give it to them for free. And they keep it, okay? And every time they utilize it, you make money because they're guaranteed to save money. Let's say you decided to acquire 10 customers. You out 10 boomerangs and gathered 10 customers. That's it, just 10. That took one trip per year. This is a conservative estimate. Now, we estimate that these customers will save an average of $600. So your customer will take an average of one trip a year. This is an educated guess. We don't have a year's worth of data, but this is our best guess that a customer is worth $600 savings per year. That's a total of $6,000 if you had 10 customers. And it boomerangs back over to you. That puts $3,000 into your pocket, into your bank account. Who couldn't use an extra $3,000? 10 customers. You know how long it takes to get 10 customers? 10 minutes with iBuumerang. You know how long it takes to get 10 customers in most network marketing companies? A lifetime. Very few people ever have actual 10 buying customers that continue to buy because they don't have that many favors due to them unless they have the credibility of Oprah Winfrey or something. They just don't have the credibility to get and keep customers when they have to pay more. Then they could go right up the road and get it, okay? Or they can go get it on Amazon for half the price. The same exact product that the companies don't police or can't police because it's a huge problem. Not with iBuumerang. We just changed the game, folks. Here's another more moderate customer acquisition model. Let's say you have 100 customers. I mean, you get throw out 100 boomerangs to people. Here's savings. Hey, I know you like to travel, and so here is a free activation code to get your own behind the curtain pricing on travel. You're already doing it. Now you can do it for less. Here's the only catch. You need to send me a selfie when you're on your trip. That's it. You're welcome. Enjoy it. Okay. Now you're done. You don't have to follow up. You don't have to follow through. In fact, we don't want you to. This is where the PRIB kicks in here in a minute, and I'll show you. But anyhow, that would be 100 customers would mean about $30,000 a year to you. Think about that. You didn't have to sell anything. You didn't have to get somebody to buy something that they're not already doing. You just brought value to their life for free. In hindsight, how many people would you go gather if Uber gave you this opportunity 10 years ago? Everybody you possibly could. Now, how many would you gather? This is like when if you had 20/20 foresight in a much larger pool of economic potential. It's up to you. You get to gather as many as you want. What if you want to gather 1,000? If you're more aggressive, there's people that already almost have 1,000 after just a few months. That should put an average of $300,000 in per year to their pocket. You could go to school and get your master's degree and go to school, all that continued education, all the costs associated, and you're not even guaranteed a job. But you could take an 18-year-old that's never sold anything just out of high school, could go out and give 1,000 boomerangs to people over time, and they should see an estimated 300,000. What if it was less? What if it was 200,000? That's okay. But guess what? What if the PRIB went to work and turned those customers, instead of being worth $300 per, in terms of what them being an asset, because what does an asset do? It puts money in your pocket. Throw a few boomerangs out. Maybe your customers that are happy because they're now getting, discounts on something they're already spending their money on that through a technology that was not available to them until iBuumerang and is new. But now they're an asset because assets put money in your pocket. When they save money, you make money, and they're guaranteed to save money, right? So how do they become an appreciating asset? Well, what if that $300 per customer, that's what we estimate, was driven up to $400, $500? How would that happen? The PRIB, based on data analytics and using augmented artificial intelligence like Amazon, like Google, like Facebook, the company will bring to them. Now, we gather our customers with an Uber-like approach, free to get, free to keep. The company now not only keeps them by using data analytics and augmented artificial intelligence based on their search habits, brings to them other things like new verticals, one that launches next month called Boom Mobile. What is that? It's cell phone service. Who uses cell phones? Everybody. This is kind of like Uber adding Uber Eats to their ecosystem. Who eats? Everybody. The same customer base. You gather the customer. Now the company brings additional services to them at a better value. They keep their phone, keep their provider in many cases, in some cases. And now all of a sudden they're paying less for something they're already doing. They get a better value on their mobile, unlimited everything for less money than what they're paying through Boom Mobile. You don't have to worry about negotiating that. You don't have to worry about bringing that to your customer. The PRIB does it, utilizing their own search habits. So it's their own, it's what they're looking for. Now those customers, same customers who are traveling once a year, a lot of them become your mobile using Boom Mobile. Why? It's better value. How do they learn about it? The PRIB. How do they get onto it? The PRIB. You don't have to call them and encourage them to update or buy more or oversell them. You don't do any of that. Now, how often do they pay their cell phone bill? Every single month. Guess what? Are they going to save money? Yeah, they're guaranteed to. Guess what? When they do, you get money, right? It goes into your bank account. Okay. And then in December, we launched Vibe Ride, our own ride share. Move over Lyft, move over Uber. We have Vibe Ride. Do you have to talk to your people about Vibe Ride? No, you just keep it simple. Confusion doesn't give anyone any traction. Keep it simple. Focus on what? Travel, something people love, something that thrives in every economy, all right? Now, okay, now you see how your customers will become an appreciating asset. You can also build a team, okay? Because that's what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't be doing this on Halloween if I wasn't building a team and having fun and seeing success. Let's say you build a team of 50 people. We already have a team of over 1,700 people just in 7 months. But let's just say you have 50. Does that mean you have to bring on 50? No, I haven't. But I have more than 50 because some of the people have brought people on too, because this is too good not to do. Everybody does it. Everybody wants to do it. All they need to do is make an educated decision by taking a look at one of these presentations and talking to somebody. Okay. Now, let's say you have 50 people that get 10 customers each. That's 500 more customers. That puts an average of customer volume of $575 per into the compensation plan at a payout at 10% override. That's an average annual income of $20,712. This is in addition to, the customer acquisition model that we showed you. That's your customers that you gather. But if you decide to build a team too, this is an additional $20,712 that you would make just on their customers' savings. Okay. Here's a more moderate look. If you had 250 travel ambassadors, that's what we call them, travel savings ambassadors, at $10 boomerangs each. They gave out 10 boomerangs. They had 10 customers each. That's it. Many people will get much more than that. That would be 2,500 customers. That would be an additional $103,000 in your bank account per year, just from building a team of 250. What if you did 1,000? That would be an extra $414,000 in your bank account, in addition to the customers that you are continuing to gather and that are continuing to go up in value, because the PRIB, perpetual residual income builder, is increasing their value to you. Same customer base. You don't even need more customers. We're just bringing different verticals through our ecosystem, just like Uber Coffee or Uber Eats, but you're being paid on it. Now, we earn a direct sales bonus. We're paid in multiple ways. One of those ways is 10% of the commissionable volume that's attached to the packages people come in at: coach class, business class, and first class. You see the wholesale amount to have access to those: $250, $500, and $1,000. That's a one-time expense, but that has a commissionable volume of $200, $400, and $800, which puts $20, $40, or $80 in your pocket just on the people that sign up, that you personally enroll. Then there's the other portion of the front side of our compensation plan, the Lamborghini, if you will, the quick money. There is the dual team bonus. Now, you build 2 legs. That's it. Super simple. With people you bring in, you put them on your left or you put them on your right. Okay. Now, each week you're paid a dual team commission based on the lesser leg in any given week. Let's use this example on the right. This chick is smiling because she's got a left leg that has 10,000 in commissionable volume. That's done that many people have come into her group that particular week. It's added up to 10,000. On her right side, a simple left to right, she has 5,000 on this particular week. Now, you earn anywhere from 10 to 20% in addition to your direct sales bonus over here on the left. You earn an additional 10 to 20% of the lesser side based on whatever rank you're at. Now, we are at a rank where we earn 20%, but you can come in and earn 15% right off the start without even working through the ranks. But let's just say you are earning 20%. Of the lesser leg. This gal is smiling because she just earned a dual team bonus of $1,000 in addition to an extra 10% of all of those that were her personals from the direct sales bonus. Then we're paid through a uni-level marketing plan on the backside on all the customer savings and on all of the renewals of our subscriptions per monthly on the 20th of every month, and a leadership bonus where you can earn, I mean, that's the freedom, that's the Rolls Royce, that's the walk away. But the quick money, the way to make money for Christmas so you can put more presents under the tree this year is going to come from the direct sales bonuses and the dual team bonuses. The numbers that I've seen happen for people, including ourselves, in the 7 short months we've been here are literally unbelievable. Unbelievable. So you can expect, if you're coachable, if you plug into the system, and if you treat this like a business, to earn money through our dual team bonus and our direct sales bonus in short order. Again, no guarantees. We can't make those, but there's never been anything like this. I promise you. What does it cost to get started? Well, everyone pays a $49.95 standby. That gets you one Boomerang customer site where you see customer pricing, not TSA pricing. You see the 50% off pricing. Let me see what time it is. Make sure I don't go over. Okay, a couple more minutes and I'm done. When you come in at standby, now nobody wants to be on standby. You get 5 boomerangs to send. You get 25 referral commissions, which means you earn 25% of your customer savings instead of 50%. Oh no, I'm sorry. People you refer to extreme travel for group travel, you get 25%. Listen, the reason you're even ever on standby is because you want to get on board. Here's what it looks like to get on board. And by the way, this I Decide interactive presentation that you get when you come into iBuumerang, everybody has access to unlimited If this is your first time watching this, what I want you to do is get with the person who encouraged you to watch this and have them send you an I Decide personalized interactive presentation. It's free, and when you're a TSA, you can send out unlimited presentations. You know what this does? Do people like to present? No, they don't. In general, they don't. This is another example of the Holton magic, creating an environment that allows people to succeed without changing human behaviors. You can take this presentation piece and send it to people. It's interactive. It's great for ADD type personalities like mine. It forced me to stay focused. And then I was excited and interested at the end. People don't have to present. The I Decide does the presenting for you. It removes your need to get out of your comfort zone and be more extroverted and present to people, because there's never been a presentation piece like it. It's interactive and it's customized and it has their name on it. Have your friends send it to you. You're going to be absolutely blown away. You're just going to watch it and want to sign up first class as soon as you do. So global packages, you have 3 options: coach, business, or first class. If anything, you can come into any class that you want to, $250, $500, $1,000. That's the dip. Now you can upgrade. Before I tell you what the packages include, you can upgrade to any class within 60 days and only have to pay the difference. But here we go. You start off with full wholesale pricing at coach class to hotels and rental cars. At business class, you add cruises to that. Now, you don't have access to all of these tabs at business class, but look at first class. Once you do, you now add homes, the Airbnb type places, weeks that we talked about, marketplace where you can bid, lifestyle where you can do all kinds of things. You go to paint night in your area and save money. You can go to the haunted houses and save money. There's pages after page after page. And most areas of things that you could do and save money at. I mean, just the cost of the savings will pay for what it costs to get involved. Not to mention the money you have the opportunity to earn by sharing the savings with your customers and by building a business and gathering TSAs with that approach, or both, one or both. Okay. But anyhow, you open up all of them at first class. What you see with the smaller packages, you see many of these options in your booking engine. You have access to them, but you see customer pricing. You don't see TSA pricing. You don't see wholesale pricing. You see 50% off, on the additional ones. But get with the person who invited you to really flesh this out. You start off with 10 boomerangs. With business class, you start off with 25 boomerangs. Remember, those are customers you can gather. Now, until midnight Central Standard Time tonight, you can also purchase boomerangs once you come on board at 25 pack for $25. That is not normal. This is, I don't know how long that will last. It may expire tonight, but regardless, you can really build more boomerangs. Now you have plenty of opportunities to earn more boomerangs with promotions that the company will have on a regular basis. That's, remember I said people have hundreds of them. That's because they maximize these promotions. But okay, at coach class, you earn 25, it says 50%, that's travel savings. That puts 25% in your pocket of the customer savings. When you go to business class, you now earn 50% of your customer savings, and the same at first class. And the dual team, remember that portion of the compensation plan? Remember I said you could start off at 50% and work your way to 20% by moving up the ranks? That's by coming in at first class. If you come in at business class, you earn 12% of the lesser leg on a weekly basis of all the volume. I don't want to confuse anyone with this. Just get with the person who invited you. They'll flush this out. But I know this much. You're going to do the same work at coach class and first class. I'd rather earn 50% more by doing it with the same effort, 15% versus 10%. And then it's only $99 a month subscription. That gives you unlimited iDecide presentations you can send out and have doing the work for you. That puts the Prib to work for you. That earns you 10 more boomerangs every single week or every single month that you can throw out and get more customers and many other things. It gives you access to the wholesale pricing on all your travel, where the company is not earning any money on. You're paying rock bottom prices for your travel for 99 bucks a month. Company, we're $1,000 to have access to everything one time, and then $99 a month. There's people paying $30,000+ to have access to this exact same booking engine that we're selling for $1,000 one time, and then $99 a month to build a business. Would you start a business for $1,000? I think so. What if you had the upside of iBuumerang, where you're only limited by your imagination? The sky's the limit here. Get with the person who invited you, and let's get started today. Give yourself a treat today on Halloween and treat yourself to your own iBuumerang business and great discounts. And let's go out and have some fun and build this empire together. Remember, this is a global opportunity from day one. So this is treat, not trick. This is treat. So everybody have a great Halloween, a great evening. Be safe out there. I'm Tommy Johnson signing off from Surprise, Arizona. I appreciate your time and attention. I don't take it for granted. And let's go iBuumerang together. Bye-bye.